Open clinic where we try and answer your medical worries. First up, beetroot, which apparently is the answer to blood pressure problems and worries. Anita, beetroot.
Absolutely. Beetroot is a really powerful food packed with really useful nutrients like iron, folate, antioxidants. But we know that when we eat beetroot, as recent studies have shown, there's a chemical in the beetroot called a nitrate. When we eat it, that opens up our blood vessels and helps to lower blood pressure. So the theory is if we eat plenty of beetroot, we can keep our blood pressure nice and healthy. It's not just about beetroot, though. You need to keep a healthy body weight, exercise regularly, don't smoke, don't drink alcohol, don't be too stressed and get plenty of sleep. And there's other foods that you can eat as well.
And like... also, if you eat a lot of beetroot, don't trinkle in the bed because you'll never get rid of it. Now, Dr. Trevor George in the audience, you're one of the people who's been working on this beetroot. We have here a loaf of bread, which is red, which has clearly got beetroot in it. It's not practicable, presumably, to eat enough beetroot, is it, to lower your blood pressure?
Well, we've done several studies at Reading, and that particular loaf of bread you've got there, we've just done a study that if you had 4 slices of the bread, it gives you just over a portion of beetroot, and it does lower your blood pressure and also makes your blood vessels more flexible as well. So
it's a case of having something like 4 slices of beetroot bread a day every day if you've got high blood pressure?
Yes, we've done studies looking at beetroot juice, which a lot of other researchers have done, but that has a very quick effect, whereas the bread actually makes it last longer throughout the day.
Lucy, as a dietitian, is this news to you, or did you know all about beetroot?
I knew about these studies. Do you know my concern with this? Is what's going to happen is people are going to eat 3 ready meals a day, mop it up with some beetroot bread, thinking their heart will be fine. The effects of beetroot are measurable, but they're small. And actually, there's lots of things in your diet you've got to do to help maintain a healthy blood pressure.
So, as they say, as part of a healthy diet?
Well, yes, and that means no processed food, which is where all our salt is. It means upping your potassium from your fruits and veg and getting plenty of magnesium and calcium.
But research worth keeping an eye on. Thank you, Trevor,
absolutely.
that's very kind. Now, Kate Entwistle is in the audience. Kate, come up here. You have a particular problem. Sit on the end of the bed. Oh, goodness me. There we are. Now, yes, it's very good of you to come. Your problem is what?
Oh, it's very glamorous.
Yeah.
It's my feet sweating.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Right, sweaty feet.
I apologise to everyone at home.
It's a common problem. Do you want to take your socks and shoes off? I'll just stand further away. No, but, so, Dr. Dirk, sweaty feet.
Well, sweaty feet is nothing uncommon. We know we all experience it's called hyperhidrosis. We sweat too much. Hyperhidrosis, which means our sweat glands produce much more sweat than the body needs to regulate this temperature.
But they don't particularly smell. I mean, no, it's just...
It's just changing the socks twice a day and washing my feet, you know.
It's really annoying for the patient in daily life activities. They have wet feet and have to change socks all the time.
This isn't a surgery problem, though, is it?
It is, but it is a plastic surgery or dermatological treatment necessary. The best, I would say, is a Botox, botulinum toxin A treatment. She gets 20 little needle.
Botox
stitches,
in your feet?
Botox in the feet. It's amazing, and she's doing it maybe 1 to 2 times a year.
Whip round there, just show us what would happen. Pop round the other side. So, you just...
OK. Ticklish? A little bit. OK, what we're going to do is, so usually, we dilute the Botox, and we give 20 little injections in here, and you know how ticklish we are, how sensitive we are. It's quite...
How often
painful.
would you have to repeat the dose?
It lasts 4 to 8 months. So if she's lucky, she has it 1 to 2 times a year, and really, there's no sweating anymore.
And the cost?
It's per treatment about £600. It's a very good investment.
Per treatment?
Yes.
That's a lot of socks.
Yeah.
One thing to add, it's against sweaty feet. There was a very famous Hollywood actress, 2008. She got very bad press because she dragged her 8-year-old son in an office to get him Botox because he had smelly feet.
Oh,
so don't do it for smelly feet. If you smelly feet, see the GP, Dr. Anita. There's other things. It's for hyperhidrosis, over-sweating of feet.
Other than that, very, very briefly, anything else you can do for sweaty feet other than Botox?
Well, make sure that you don't wear shoes that aren't leather, so no man-made materials, because that makes you sweat.
Trainers, too, are pretty hot, aren't they?
Well, yeah.
I've got size 9, so I'm a bit limited to shoes.
Right, we'll have a word with Jimmy Choo.
Yeah.
See what we can do. We've got, very briefly, we've got a video here sent in by Nigel Lockhart, who has his own problem. Nigel.
Hi, my name's Nigel. Whenever I get out of the bath or shower, I have a severe itch for about 25 minutes afterwards, and I would like somebody to help me to sort this out because it is affecting my everyday life.
OK, Nigel, so itchy skin, very common condition. The fact he gets it so close to getting out of a shower makes me think he may be washing with water that's too hot.
Yeah.
That dries the skin out. Dry skin is itchy. It could be a sign of a skin condition like eczema or psoriasis. He might be allergic to his shower gel, so stop using scented or fragrance products. Wash with very basic emollients or aqueous creams.
Try different products, Nigel. Thank you very much indeed. As we said earlier, always consult your GP before making any drastic decisions, particularly regarding plastic surgery. And don't forget, if you have a medical question that you want answering or perhaps worried about them, email us at alan@itv.com and our experts will be back next Wednesday to help answer them. My thanks to Dr. Anita, Lucy and Dr. Dirk Kremer. Thank you very much indeed.